Greetings, educators. So we're going to continue with the TIAT tutorial series. In this video, we're going to create a task, record some marks, and try to analyze the task. All right. So in the previous two videos, we downloaded this TIAT software and installed it. We set up an account, and then we imported a class list into the TIAT software. Right. So again, we're going to continue now and learn how to create a task and analyze the task. Right. Okay, so let's give a real life scenario. So this is the scenario. I have given my students a math test with 5 questions, and I've marked that test and recorded their marks on their answer booklets. So this is an example of one of my learners' answer booklets. So the first table here shows the information about the task, and it's not important for this test, but then it just shows you this is a test. Control task 1 written by Gordon. It's a mathematics test written on the 30th of September 2020. This part here is what I want to focus on. So after I've marked this test, I make sure that I record the marks that the learner got for each question. So as I said, they tested 5 questions. Question 1 was out of 10, question 2 out of 15, question 3 out of 5, question 4 out of 10, question 5 out of 10, just like this. Right? So when I marked this question paper, I recorded the marks that the learner got for question 1, which you got 7 out of 10, question 2 you got 12 out of 15, question 3 you got 4 out of 5, 6 out of 10, 3 out of 10, and this is the total that he got, 32 out of 50. So this is the real life scenario of an answer sheet for Godwin Dole that I've marked. So now I need to record these marks into TIAT. So you want to create a task for grade 10A mathematics that you've given the test for. So you go in here and you say create task. So when you say create task, it says, okay, which mark sheet are you going to create the task for? So if you have more than one, you have to choose the one that you want to create the task for. So in this case, it's only one 10A. I'm going to select that class because that's where I want to create the task. Maybe this is the first task, so let's just call it task 1. And it's 5 questions, and you wrote this test in 2020, say on the 30th. So this on the 30th of September, for instance, right? So yeah, so you create that task, right? So now TIAT will now prompt you to enter more details about their task. Can you just make this larger, right? So question 1, what topic was that? So you say maybe that was exponents, right? And then that question was out of 10. Question 2, probably algebra, right? And then it was out of 15. Question 3 again, maybe it was exponents again, and that was another question, only out of 5. Question 4, trigonometry, maybe out of 10, right? Question 5, maybe the statistics question, out of 10. Right? Then you're done. That's how the test is going to be, and you click next. Right? So this says task 1 has been created for mathematics grade 10A. Click on task Right, click on task on the left pane to edit the task. Right. So you go here, click on task. So where's the task? So you have to scroll down. So these are the task pane, right? So this is grade 10 and this is 10A. If we have more than one grade 10, then the order listed here will be 10A, 10B. So, and this is the mathematics class. If there's 10A English, then English will be shown here, right? But then now we only have one subject for one class, so mathematics. And this is the task one that we've just created. So they say click on that task. So I'm going to click on the task, and voila, right? So this is the information that we put in, that it is 5 questions, and question 1 was exponents out of 10, and so on. Right? And then it's already given you the total. So 10 plus 15 plus 5 plus 10 plus 10 is actually equal to 50. So TIAT has already done that for you. So now you're going to enter the marks that each of the learners have obtained. So for the first question, say for example Grace, now you're looking at the answer script, the one that you have marked. Okay, so okay, question 1 equals 7, question 2 equals 12, question 3 equals 4, question 10 equals 6, question 5, so you got a 3 for instance, right? And then that one you got like question, it's got 2 for that. Everyone's just getting algebra for instance, so you see it's a 14 and then 3 and then 5, 6, 8, right? 7, 5, 6, and right, and then right. So now you've entered all your marks for each of the learners, what they obtained for each question. So now you just click evaluate now. Right, so fast. It gives you the totals of each of the questions. Like he got 32, but now you've got a detailed recording of each of the questions, how much you got for each question. It already converts the marks into percentages and gives you the level, so that the grade of how they performed for that task. So Godwin got 64%, and that's level 5, and it tells you all those details. It actually even comes with a comment in front of it. Right. So this, you have now recorded your marks, and then you have stored them into the app, which is perfect. Now now comes the most interesting part: how to analyze this task to actually get some informative information from this raw data. Right? So if you go down to the bottom button and click General Analysis, the tab will come up, and then it will tell you how the classes perform. So using 30% as the pass mark, everyone has passed, right? Because at least 1%, everyone's got at least 30% and above for this task. It tells you, gives you a bit of some summary statistics of the class average. The average of 53%, lowest mark was 34, the highest mark was 66. Yeah. Then it gives you a graph showing you these levels, saying okay, for level 1 only no one is level 1 students, no one actually failed. Level 2, 1%, at level 2, for level 1% at level 3, 2 people at level 5. And this is the graph that shows this information. So if you're a visual person, you can actually see, okay, most people actually got level 5. Yeah. And slightly and some few people in level 2 and level 3. You can see that on the graph. This is the leaderboard. It tells you how each learner is performing in relation to the other learners. So in this case, Grace is the top learner, followed by Godwin and Kudrano, and then Tendai. So you can actually see this and say, okay, when I go back into class, the media work is supposed to be done by the bottom half or something like that. Then this is a detailed analysis of this task now. Now it's going to tell you how a learner, how the learners performed per topic. Now, so this is the topic column. So for trigonometry, Tendai scored less than 50%. Just only one person failed trigonometry. For statistics, Godwin, Kutuano, and Tendai all failed. Scored less than 50%. So 3 people failed that. Algebra, Kutuano, and Tendai failed that, and so on. So from this one, you can actually see which students are actually performing below average. And then when you go back into class, you can actually give them remedial work. And you can also know which topic to go focus on. So this topic, statistics, you can see from here, is the one that most learners failed. And if you can see from this graph as well, statistics is the lowest performed topic here, because it has 25% of the student passing. Right. Again, per question, the same type of analysis can be done. Question 1, only one person failed. Question 5, which in this case is statistics, is where 3 people failed. Right? So now if you're going back to revise that question paper, you know that you have to go and say, okay, guys, a lot of people failed statistics, let's go over it. And then, yeah, so this kind of analysis will now equip you as an educator to know which areas to go and focus on when you go back into class. Without doing this type of analysis, it will be difficult to know just from looking at this table to see which topic is being performed the least, because this is just a lot of data. This jumps into your eyes, and then you can actually see and diagnose which question am I going to go back and put more effort on. So, that's question 5, followed by question 2. You know that statistics is the one that the topic that you need to work more on, followed by algebra, then exponents, and then trigonometry. So this one tells you as a teacher how you're going to go back and do remedial work on which topic or which question. Another very interesting type of analysis that you can do for this task is to do an individual analysis. Now we're looking at an analysis in general of how the class is performing, and also in that general analysis identifying learners that are performing below average. But then with the individual analysis, if you click on it, another tab comes out and they say to view individual performance report, go to the right pane and click on the learner's name to view the learner's report. So this is the right pane, click there, Tendai Joseph. Alright, so Tendai Joseph, we did not upload a picture for him, so there's no photo there, but it tells you, oh, he is the one who got 34%. So now you see, okay, the highest score that he got was 70%. I think for question 1, yeah, there we go. So it's not okay, question 1 is doing okay, and that question was exponents. You know that Tendai, even though it's doing it's not doing so well, but then it's at least performing better in exponents. But then the lowest score was 10%, right? And this was in question 4 and 5, and that's trigonometry and statistics. So you know that trigonometry and statistics is performing the least at, you have to go and focus on that. So this summary statistics, by just clicking this, you know which area each learner is failing at in detail. And these are the reports that you can send to parents, and they can also diagnose which topics and which questions the learners need more work on. And again, just like the general analysis, there's also detailed analysis for each question and for each task, and it also compares that performance with the class. For instance, question 1, you know that he got 7 out of 10. This is coming from this. This is Tendai, 7 out of 10 for question 1. And the class average is 5, so he performed above average for that question. So it's the lowest performing learner in general, but then for question 1, it's acing better than everyone. For question 2, 5 out of 10 is below average. Question 3 is kind of above average. Question 4, below average. Question 5, below average. So this shows you how he's performing in relation to other learners. And again, a graph for this data to just jump into your eyes. You know, question 4 and 5 is performing the least at, so you have to focus more, you have to put more effort on that. Per topic, the same type of analysis. Trigonometry and statistics are the one that is performing the least at, so you put more effort on, but the exponents is doing better at. So this kind of graphs just jump into your eyes, and you know how to help the learner when you're talking to one-on-one just by looking at this. It gives you general notes on how the learner is performing in class, and Tender is position 4 out of 4 learners, so that means okay, you actually need to work on weak areas. It tells you just by clicking that button, right? So to summarize this video, the video was trying to show educators how to record marks into the software, and then by just clicking 2 buttons you can get a detailed analysis for that task. And the importance of this analysis is for you to actually be able to diagnose which areas need more work on and which areas you're doing great at. And this can be done, and that kind of information is easier seen on graphs and tables, where you can actually see which places you need to focus on. Analysis like this, where low scores are actually written in red, will jump into your eyes, and as a teacher, you know, when I go back into class, I need to work on trigonometry and statistics. So as a teacher, you'll be able to diagnose and actually effectively give remedial work for each task. So that's where the power of this type of analysis comes. Right. So how do you then send this type of reports to parents? That will be in the next video. And also we're going to show you how to export them into PDF and Excel, and how to actually share this report with other stakeholders. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.